In this E2 English video, I'm going to teach you how to spell every single number in English. Before we get started and learn how to spell all the numbers in English from 1 to 999 trillion, make sure you click that subscribe button for more great videos on the English language. So, most people think that English spelling is completely crazy and doesn't follow any logic at all. This isn't true. It's just a little bit crazy. Most English spelling is actually very logical. Take, for example, the sound W, as in woman. The letter W is the most common way of spelling the W sound, as in woman or water or walrus, or even the verb wipe. So, most spellings of the W sound, you can be confident to write the letter W. But there are actually 3 other spellings of the W sound in English, like WH, as in when, or wheel, or whip. And then there are a few spellings that use the letter U, usually after the letter Q, as in quick, quilt, or quirky. And then there's O, as in one. So, English spelling feels a bit crazy, but it's actually quite consistent. Almost all of the W sounds in English are spelled with a W. And this rule holds for all the other 24 consonant sounds in English as well. There is always one spelling that is way more common than the rest. If you need help with your spelling in English and you want to learn every single sound, letter relationship, then you need to sign up to e2english.com and check out our free spelling course. Click the link in the description below to get started. So let's turn our attention now to the spelling of numbers, and we'll start with 1 to 10, and we'll look at them in depth. These numbers use some of those rarer, weird spellings because they're old words. And once we know how to spell the numerals 1 through 10, then we can pretty much spell any number all the way to 999 trillion. So we'll have to spend a bit of time on 1 to 10, then we'll accelerate from there. As we saw, you spell the number 1 as O-N-E, and this is weird. You'll just have to memorize it. And what about number 2? How do you spell 2? You spell that number T-W-O. So the T sound in 2 is spelled with a T, which makes sense. But then there's the vowel sound, oo, and this is spelled W-O. What's going on? Admittedly, the spelling of vowel sounds in English are a bit skew-whiff, a bit crazy and weird. Remember that there are 20 vowel sounds in English. Vowels are the sounds that you make that don't use any part of your mouth, like a, e, o, a, as well as a, e, I, o, u. And then there are some combined vowel sounds as well. I'm not going to lie, vowel sounds are a bit crazy in English, and I apologize for this. Check out our spelling course for help. We'll teach you everything you need to know there. Let's move on and learn how to spell the number 3. And this is logical. The th sound is spelled as th, as usual. Then there is the re sound, which is R-E-E. Phew, so that's the first number that actually has a clear sound and letter relationship. What about number 4? To spell 4, you start with the f sound, which is spelled with an F. Great. But then something a bit weird happens. We have O-U-R to spell the OR part. So it's F-O-U-R. So that one's kind of close, it's kind of logical. It would be better if it were just F-O-R for some reason, and I'm sure there is a historical reason. It's spelled O-U-R. So memorize it. And coming up, we'll look at how to spell 14 and how to spell 40 which is a bit different. 5 is a good one. The spelling is F-I-V-E. Why put an E on the end? Why not just F-I-V? Well, that would be fiv. In English spelling, you put an E on the end of the word to change the sound of the vowel. Have a look at these words. Fat, fate, rat, rate, Tim, time, pin, pine. Can you hear how the vowel sound changes from a short vowel to a long vowel? So 5 actually makes sense because you put the E on the end to extend the sound of the vowel. As I mentioned before, if you're interested in learning all the rules of English spelling, all the ins and outs, so you can be confident in your spelling and not rely on a spell checker, then check out e2english.com and sign up to our free spelling course. Let's look at the number 6 now. It's easy. 6 is spelled S-I-X, and this is logical. No crazy spelling here. The number 7 is spelled as you would guess, S-E-V-E-N. Each of those sounds are represented by each of those letters. Nothing crazy there. But what about 8? Well, this one, I'm sorry to tell you, is completely crazy. 8 is spelled E-I-G-H-T. Why? Well, it's old. It comes from Old English, which comes from Old German, which is related to Dutch, and German from an It doesn't matter. I'm sorry. I wish 8 was spelled A-T-E. This would make a lot of sense. But this spelling is used for the past tense of eat. I ate. So there you go. All right, number 9. Remember the long vowel that we saw for 5? Well, we have another long vowel here for 9. 9 is spelled N-I-N-E. If it were just N-I-N, it would be pronounced as nin, but it's 9 because it has the E on the end of the word, which lengthens the sound of the vowel. And 10 is easy, T-E-N, 10. At least that's logical. All right, so we've learned how to spell from 1 to 10, and that's the challenging part. Let's now go through the teens a little bit faster. What's the spelling of 11? 11 is spelled E-L-E-V-E-N, and that's pretty logical. What's the spelling of 12? 12 is spelled T-W-E-L-V-E, which is also pretty good, but a little bit tricky. Then we have the teens. 13, T-H-I-R-T-E-E-N. How do you spell 14? F-O-U-R-T-E-E-N. 15, F-I-F-T-E-E-N. 16, S-I-X-T-E-E-N. 17, S-E-V-E-N-T-E-E-N. Our favorite 18, E-I-G-H-T-E-E-N. Notice that we drop one of the T's there. And 19, N-I-N-E-T-E-E-N. All right, so that's cool. We now can spell every word from 1 to 19. So now let's do 20 to 90. So it's 20, T-W-E-N-T-Y. How do you spell 30? T-H-I-R-T-Y. What is the spelling of 40? F-O-R-T-Y. Stop. Wait. I said that 4 was F-O-U-R, and the spelling of 14, F-O-U-R, teen, T-E-E-N. But now I'm telling you that 40 is F-O-R, no U, T-Y. What's going on here? The correct spelling of 40 is F-O-R-T-Y without the U. And this is for all types of English, British, American, wherever. Don't add the U. So it's 4, F-O-U-R, 14, F-O-U-R-T-E-E-N, and 40, F-O-R-T-Y. All right, let's keep going. 50, F-I-F-T-Y. Notice the F-I-F here. 60, S-I-X-T-Y. 70, S-E-V-E-N-T-Y, 80, E-I-G-H-T-Y, and 90, N-I-N-E-T-Y. Okay, that's pretty straightforward, but what about if you want to spell a number like 46, or 72, or 93? Well, it's 46, 2 words, F-O-R-T-Y-S-I-X. 72, 2 words, S-E-V-E-N-T-Y-T-W-O. And 93, 2 words, N-I-N-E-T-Y-T-H-R-E-E. All right, you're doing great. You can now combine numbers to spell all of those different numbers in English. You can now spell the numbers from 1 to 99. And if you want to spell cardinal numbers like first, second, third, or spell 12th or 30th, hit subscribe. Incredible. But what about 100 to 100,000? To spell 100, you write 1, O-N-E, space, 100, H-U-N-D-R-E-D. 200, 2, T-W-O, H-U-N-D-R-E-D. 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, as well as 345, 999, and for 1,000, you simply write 1, O-N-E, space, 1,000, T-H-O-U-S-A-N-D. And for 87,564, you write 87,564. And to write 100,000, you simply write 1, O-N-E, 100, H-U-N-D-R-E-D, 1,000, T-H-O-U-S-A-N-D. Whoa, this is awesome. We're now writing 6-digit numbers, and you can be confident in their spelling. Let me now give you a little bit of a challenge. Can you spell the number 999,999,999? Pause the video and see how you go. Here it is here. This is the spelling of that massive number. Notice the use of the words and here. All right, drum roll. How do you spell 1 billion? It's easy. 1, O-N-E, space, billion, B-I-L-L-I-O-N. And that's it, you've done it. You can now spell all the numbers in English from 1 to 1 billion. And you could, if you want, go all the way up to 999 billion. I mean, if you want, because once you understand how to spell the first set of numbers from 1 to 10, it all kind of makes sense. So let's recap the most important spellings in English. 1, O-N-E, 2, T-W-O, 3, T-H-R-E-E, 4, F-O-U-R, 5, F-I-V-E, 6, S-I-X, 7, S-E-V-E-N, 8, E-I-G-H-T, 9, N-I-N-E, 10, T-E-N. You'll need to memorize 11, E-L-E-V-E-N, and 12, T-W-E-L-V-E, and the teens. And then you have 20, 30, 40. How do you spell 40? Remember to drop the U. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 1,000, million, billion. Oh, and I almost forgot, a trillion. T-R-I-L-L-I-O-N. So you can spell every single number in English, in words. Well done. But let me now give you a little quiz. Don't look at the comments below just yet. I'm going to show you a number, and I want you to write it down word for word, and then put it into the comments below. See how you go. And while you're there, click like. Here's the number here, 569,169,874,653,122. Pause the video as you write out the words and spell them all correctly. Don't cheat. See if you can do it. Then, when you're done, check the comments to see the answer. I'm sure you know how to spell numbers in Hindi or numbers in Spanish or numbers in Chinese or whatever your first language is. Now you can spell all the numbers in English. My name is Jay. I'll see you soon.